Ever wondered which year had the most beautiful girls born? Welcome, as we delve into a topic as fascinating as it is subjective. Beauty, they say, is in the eye of the beholder, and it varies greatly across different cultures and eras. Our ranking today considers a variety of factors, from iconic beauty standards and influential women born in certain years, to the number of beauty pageant winners. So buckle up as we journey from 1940 to 2024 to discover the top-ranked years for the most beautiful girls born. The 1940s, a time of war and change, also birthed some timeless beauties. In this era, defined by its upheavals and transformations, some of the world's most iconic women made their debut. The 40s saw the birth of Raquel Welch, an actress whose beauty and charisma captivated audiences worldwide. With her radiant smile and stunning figure, she quickly became a symbol of the decade's glamorous aesthetic. Another notable figure born during this period is Sophia Loren. Hailing from Italy, Loren's mesmerizing eyes and elegant poise set her apart, making her one of the most photographed women of her time. Her unique charm and grace defined the beauty standards of the 40s, and her influence continues to be felt to this day. But the 40s wasn't just about individual beauty icons. It was also a period that celebrated classical beauty. The women of this era were admired for their natural looks, with minimal makeup and an emphasis on healthy, radiant skin. This was a time when beauty was seen as a reflection of inner strength and resilience, a fitting sentiment for a decade marked by global conflict and recovery. The 1940s set a high bar, but the decades to follow had their own unique contributions. As we journey through the years, we'll see how beauty standards evolved, reflecting the changing times and the diverse women who were born in each decade. As we step into the 1950s, it's clear that this decade was a golden era for beauty. The world was introduced to iconic figures who would redefine the standards of beauty and grace. One such figure was the incomparable Meryl Streep. Born in this decade, she embodied an ethereal beauty that was accentuated by her immense talent and charisma. Her timeless elegance continues to captivate audiences around the globe even today. Also born in this era was Lydia Shum, a renowned actress and singer. Her vivacious personality and distinctive style added a new dimension to the concept of beauty. She proved that beauty wasn't just about physical appearance, but also about the spirit and character of a person. The 1950s saw a significant evolution in beauty standards from the 1940s. The focus shifted from the austere, practical styles of the war years to a more glamorous, sophisticated look. Women embraced their femininity, and beauty became synonymous with elegance and charm. The iconic 50s look was all about soft curves, polished hairstyles, and red lipstick. It was a time when the beauty industry boomed, and the concept of beauty expanded beyond just looks. It embraced individuality and personal style, making it a truly transformative decade. The 1950s was a decade of charm and elegance, but the 60s were about to shake things up. The 1960s, a decade of revolution and rebirth, brought us a new wave of beauties. It was a time of change where the rigid norms of the past were challenged and reimagined. This era of transformation was reflected in the women born during this time, who went on to become influential figures shaping not just beauty standards, but society itself. Take Julia Roberts, for instance. Born in 1967, Roberts stormed onto the scene with her captivating smile and undeniable charm. She redefined what it meant to be a leading lady in Hollywood, breaking the mold with her unique blend of strength, vulnerability, and timeless beauty. And then there was Michelle Obama. Born in 1964, the former First Lady of the United States is a paragon of grace and elegance. Her beauty lies not just in her striking features, but in her intellect, her compassion, and her unwavering commitment to making the world a better place. In the 1960s, beauty standards began to shift dramatically. The era celebrated diversity and individuality, moving away from the homogeneous ideals of the past. Women were encouraged to embrace their natural beauty, to stand out rather than fit in. The 60s saw the rise of the free spirit, the flower child, the rebel. It was a time of liberation, of experimentation, of bold self-expression. The 60s redefined beauty, setting the stage for the diverse standards of the 70s. From the 70s to the 90s, beauty became more diverse and inclusive. This era was a vibrant blend of cultures and ethnicities, reflected in the faces of its most famous women. Take Jennifer Lopez, for instance. Born in 1969, she came to prominence in the 90s. A dancer, singer, and actress, she broke barriers for Latinas in Hollywood and the music industry. Her beauty was different, a mix of Puerto Rican heritage and Bronx upbringing, combined with an undeniably strong work ethic. She became an icon, not just for her talent, but also for her unique beauty that deviated from the conventional standards of the time. Then there's Nicole Kidman, the Australian actress, born in 1967, rose to fame in the 90s. With her porcelain skin, fiery red hair, and towering height, she was a striking contrast to the typical Hollywood starlet. Her elegance and grace, coupled with her acting prowess, made her a symbol of beauty that was both regal and relatable. And who could forget Beyoncé? Born in 1981, she started her journey to stardom in the late 90s as the lead singer of Destiny's Child. Beyoncé's beauty was a powerful statement of African-American pride. With her caramel skin, curvaceous figure, and commanding presence, she reshaped the landscape of beauty standards, proving that beauty comes in all shapes, sizes, and colors. These women, and many others, represented a shift in how beauty was perceived. No longer was it a one-size-fits-all concept. Beauty in the 70s to the 90s was about individuality, authenticity, and diversity. It was about embracing different cultures, backgrounds, and body types. And while these decades were transformative, they were just a precursor to the seismic shift that was about to occur. The 70s to the 90s gave us a rich diversity of beauty, but the new millennium was about to take it to another level. In the new millennium, beauty became a global conversation. As we stepped into the 2000s, the world witnessed the birth of some truly stunning women who would go on to redefine beauty standards. Let's discuss a few key figures from these years. Born in the early 2000s, Selena Gomez and Billie Eilish are two such women who have left an indelible mark on beauty norms. Selena Gomez, with her radiant smile and expressive eyes, has captivated audiences worldwide, proving that beauty is not just about physical appearance, but also about charisma and charm. On the other hand, Billie Eilish, with her unique style and unapologetic authenticity, has shattered conventional beauty norms, encouraging young women to embrace their individuality. But as we navigated through the 2000s and into the current decade, the concept of beauty underwent a significant transformation, largely due to the internet and social media. The advent of platforms like Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok has globalized beauty standards, making it a shared global discourse rather than a regional or cultural one. These platforms have given a voice to millions of women around the world, allowing them to redefine beauty on their terms. We saw the rise of the no-makeup look, the acceptance of flaws like freckles and stretch marks, and the celebration of diverse body types and skin tones. Moreover, the internet era has also made it possible for us to appreciate the beauty of women from all corners of the globe. From the striking features of South Korean actresses to the exotic allure of Brazilian models, the world has become a global village, where beauty is celebrated in all its forms and colors. The beauty narrative has also become more inclusive. Today, women of different ages, sizes, races, and abilities are represented and celebrated in the beauty sphere. This inclusivity has made it possible for every woman to see herself reflected in the definition of beauty. Today, beauty is more diverse and inclusive than ever, reflecting the world we live in. It's a testament to the fact that beauty is not a standard to aspire to, but a spectrum to appreciate and celebrate. So, which years took the crown for the most beautiful girls born? We've journeyed through 8 decades of charm and elegance, and now it's time to reveal the top-ranked years. In the 40s, the year 1947 stood out, giving us timeless beauties who graced the world with their impeccable style and grace. As we moved into the 50s, 1953 was the year that shone the brightest, with a generation of women who embodied classic glamour and sophistication. The 60s, a time of dynamic change and revolution, saw the year 1964 at the forefront, bringing forth women who were not just beautiful, but also bold, brave, and unapologetically themselves. Then came the 70s to the 90s, a period of cultural shifts and emerging trends. The year that stood out the most was 1987. This year gifted us with women who were not only aesthetically pleasing, but also pioneers in their respective fields. As we stepped into the new millennium, the year 2005 caught our attention. This was a year that celebrated diversity, with women from all walks of life showcasing their beauty in unique and empowering ways. And finally, as we approached the present day, the year 2022 was the star, a year that emphasized beauty in all its forms, breaking traditional norms and embracing individuality. And so our journey through the years brings us to a fascinating conclusion. The top-ranked years, based on our criteria, are 1947, 53, 64, 87, 2005, and 2022. But it's essential to remember that these rankings are not definitive. Beauty is subjective, ever-changing, and impossible to quantify. From 1940 to 2024, every year has given us beautiful women who've shaped our world. But remember, true beauty comes from within. It's the inner beauty that radiates outward, touching lives and making a difference. So here's to all the beautiful women from every year and every corner of the world who continue to inspire and enchant us with their inner and outer beauty. It's been a fascinating journey through time and beauty. We embarked on this voyage to explore the years that gave us the most beautiful girls, from the 40s up until 2024. Along the way, we discovered that beauty is not bound by time. It evolves and diversifies with each passing year. We've seen that beauty is as varied as the decades themselves, each one contributing its unique charm. So, beauty is timeless, diverse, and ever-evolving. Keep that in mind the next time you look in the mirror.